Millions of Koreans know this iconic red tub. But me, I'm from Tennessee. I'd never heard of it until that Netflix show. Seemed like every round someone was using gochujang. What is that about?
Well, today we're going to try gochujang. 5 ways we can learn why millions of Koreans love it and find out if it's something we should start keeping in our own pantries here in the States.
By the way, I'm Chris, a medium-level cook with rare-level curiosity. This is Rarely Well Done. On this channel, I explore ingredients that are new to me, and I share my findings with you.
Whoa, it's a little intense. So it's a little bit sweet. You get this kind of almost tomatoey paste kind of thing, but it's just better at being a tomato paste. And then the back of the throat, slow burn heat hits you. It's grainy, but it's a little sticky. It's got a little funk to it. Pretty awesome.
That funk is what happens when you ferment soybeans, chili powder, and glutinous rice in a clay pot until they reach a midlife crisis of flavor.
Woo!
And it smells like a barbecue pit had an illicit secret rendezvous with a raisin. Now let's see if we can tame some of that funk with some sugar. We're mixing our red paste with honey and a splash of soy sauce, and then drowning a chicken in it before we put it on a grill. Also, we're using the George Foreman grill because nothing says medium seal cook like a device that was originally marketed by a professional boxer to drain all the joy out of a hamburger.
This was a lot like a do-it-yourself barbecue sauce, but one that graduated from a 4-year college.
It's also sweet enough to take home to mom, but spicy enough to get you kicked out of the church potluck.
It feels very professional despite hardly any effort at all. There's a lot of depth of flavor. There's all kinds of different things going on here.
A glaze with gochujang is like a spray tan for your dinner that takes a boring piece of chicken and turns it into a dish that looks like you actually tried.
Yeah.
Next, we're taking our gochujang and forcing it to marry a stick of butter. It's an arranged marriage, but for flavor. As an amateur, I haven't figured out how to soften butter without melting it, so bear with me here. I'm mixing in some green onion, then rolling this and cutting pats to put on a steak later. Since I don't have any steak today, we're going to upgrade a baked potato.
I love how this looks like kind of a volcano. It's just got this lava thing going on.
By the way, this is the ultimate flavor booster hack. You prep this log of butter once, shove it in the freezer, and you've got a panic button for whenever your dinner tastes like regret.
Yeah, that butter really smooths out that funk so well. You get a lot of that heat and flavor and funk and just, wow, it's just, I'm going to need to find better words to describe this. This is great.
Next, as you watch me struggle to separate an egg, we're going to try emulsifying some homemade mayo with gochujang. We'll add the gochujang into the yolk and add some oil while whisking. If I mess this up, I have a bowl of oily soup. If I get it right, I have something restaurants can charge $4 for in a tiny plastic cup. We're taking a big whisk here.
It's a very whiskey experiment.
Fortunately, because gochujang is already quite thick and contains starches, it actually acts as a stabilizer, and this should turn into a spicy marshmallow fluff. As for mine, calling it mayo may be a stretch, but we're doing it anyway. Next, we'll add this mayo to upgrade a basic hamburger. Unlike sriracha, which is basically loud and vinegary, this is more of a deep background hum of spice.
Yeah, it definitely elevates it. It gives it an extra restaurant quality level, plus the spice, plus, well, everything. It works. It's really good.
Yes, eloquent as always. Thanks. Next, we're making a pasta sauce. First, we'll drain off the excess grease from that burger, then use the gochujang to deglaze the burger pan. It's a technique usually reserved for fancy wines, but we're using our fermented red mud to do the heavy lifting. Gochujang is packed with sugars and proteins. When it hits that hot pan, it creates a shortcut to flavor that usually takes hours. Add a bit of pasta water, this should have some serious depth.
All right, I'm an adult, so I'm totally going to eat this straight out of the pan because who's going to stop me, right?
Real-time me is about to discover that I should have backed off the heat a little bit more and added some water sooner. Live and learn, right?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you guys on this one. I think I messed this one up because this did not work out. It tastes a little burnt. I feel like I know where this was going, and it was going in a good direction. Yeah, maybe don't do it quite like I did.
The takeaway here is that even when it's a little burnt, gochujang has a lot of complex flavor that could, when used sparingly and with balance, jazz up anything that already calls for spice and a tomato paste consistency. Glazes, chilies, barbecue sauces, hot wings, salsas, and more. If you want to grab a tub of this industrial strength joy and support the channel, check the link in the description and let me know in the comments how you're planning to use it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more of my experiments. I hope I've encouraged you to try something new. Thanks for watching.